What's up, everyone? Games we play for TEK-RAW.com, TEK-RAW.com. I just want to be upfront with you guys and honest. My family's gone through some problems, not like Jerry Springer problems, but health problems. My mother passed away recently within the last it's been about 3 weeks, and my dad has been really sick for the past damn near 6 years, and it's getting pretty bad. So emotions are high around my family, my house, myself. It's just a good thing Grand Theft Auto 5 came out when it did, because you have no idea how therapeutic it is to punch a random pedestrian right in the face, just plow. But anyway, I just want you guys to know if there's going to be any delays, I will let you know on TEK-RAW.com. You know, there's a dash there. That is the place to go for everything tech, I guess. It's small right now, but it'll get bigger. Also, I'd like to let you guys know about this week's show in particular. We hadn't done this in about 2.5 months, so we were a little rusty. There were some technical complications. I don't know if it was Wi-Fi or what. And through the whole show, all you see is me. So instead of you guys watching me talk with my hands, and in this episode I'm really sleepy, so it's a real treat. I'm dropping the audio and putting in either pictures or video. I'm not sure yet, but you're getting ready to find out. So thanks everyone for watching, and later.
My little third there.
I don't know. Hey, everybody. Shit. Fuck. Kind of doing our own thing. This is TEK-RAW, episode 3. Welcome back.
Episode 3?
Oh, season 3. Season 3.
It's been a while. Kind of lost our...
Been a while. Yeah. Season. I didn't stand in front of the mirror this morning and practice that intro. You couldn't tell already. I did stay up all night and played Grand Theft Auto 3.
Did you?
Fuck that one up too. It's 5. Sleepy.
Wow.
Sorry.
Everything's 3 today.
Yeah. Yeah, 3 is as high as I'll go. Anyway, man, how are you been doing? It's been June since I think we've done a show. One of our best viewed shows ever. Did you see how many I got?
Really?
For us, it's triples. Quadruple.
Wow.
It has gotten better, and I've noticed more traffic on the website, so people are slowly kind of picking up. So, like, what'd you do? Swimming? Did you do any working?
Let's just call it an off season.
I see.
Just call it an off season.
Mm-hmm.
Off season from gaming, from the podcast, from pretty much everything, man. It's been beautiful weather outside. It's been really nice, and I've just been enjoying the outdoors. I think that is off season for me as a gamer.
Yeah.
And when the fall gets here, when the winter gets here, when it's cold outside, there's not much to do. I'll be inside a lot more.
Yeah.
So there'll be a lot more activity on Xbox Live for me.
All right. Well, since you say that, I mean, everyone kind of knows how mine went. I pretty much, I don't know, I went into this zone and I focused on art and the website, and it's not exactly what I wanted it to be when I first set out, but I think we need to keep it basic. Just because I've been doing so many mock-ups of art and shit like that, I started a page for the TEK-RAW art. I just need to, I need to put that all together, just so it's, you know, I'm not just going to throw up all the JPEGs, so I want it to be a little organized.
It's pretty difficult building your own website, web building and stuff like that.
And then it dawned on me I probably should do a mobile version, because where I'm getting the website through, they don't do, like, some of them do it like it'll go together as one. Doesn't matter, you do one, and that's what I'm looking into right now. But I don't know about moving everything over, and if it's going to be a headache, I'm not doing it. So really, I played a lot of State of Decay for more than I probably would like to admit. I mean, I spent my time with it, like an OCD, like every house before I went on to the next town and shit like that.
Oh yeah,
But that was about it. I mean, I was excited about that game before we quit. I really haven't played it in a while. I really got sucked into like PC gaming of it. This whole show kind of opened that up for me. Never really gamed on the PC that much, with the exception of Apple II. Like what was that game called? Oregon Trail. You know,
Oregon Trail. That's what
Oregon
it was called.
Trail. This game.
Yeah. That's what it was called. You're right. Elementary school days.
Yeah. Let's just get down to basics. Let me ask you something. We knew where we were at when we left the show last time, as far as Xbox or PlayStation. Did anything change for you over the past 2.5, 3 months? As far as, have your opinion changed, or has your views changed?
I really haven't really heard any rumors, or there hasn't been really any talks about it around me as much. I'm still going with Xbox. I mean, first console out, I'm going out with Xbox One. Probably give it a little bit more time, probably another year, probably another year and a couple months. I'll probably go get the PS4. But as of right now, I'm Xbox One all the way.
Yeah. Well, I think I've
hopefully they made some brilliant changes, because I know once we left the show, me and you were talking, and registered games only to your console, and you can't trade them. You can't do that.
You can't play it without Connect. You know, it's got to be wind and dine before you can stick anything in it. All that shit.
What has changed?
Well, Connect doesn't have to be connected anymore. That happened like a day or two after we posted the show, and we were both saying on there that it's not going to stick. What else? Shit, there's a bunch, actually. Connect was the big one because they're $100 over Sony. If you don't need that peripheral, just take it out of the box. I'm good. I got 2 of them laying around here, and I don't use either one. When I moved everything in this game room, I didn't even bring it. It's still sitting in the other room. I don't need it, unless you can show me something cool with it. Have you seen something cool? Have you seen what Sony's doing, though? Holy shit. I
haven't.
They're impressing the hell out of me, I gotta say.
Really?
Yeah, this may be a Sony generation. I don't know, though. What do I know? Fuck. Microsoft maybe will turn it around. It just seems like Microsoft is just having such a struggle. I mean, they're kicking their freaking balls in. Seems like every time they go out there to the podium to announce something. So they've taken, what the hell else was it? Oh, used games can play, all that. I want to say there was 3, but I can only think of 2 off the top of my head. Everyone else knows. This is all old news anyway. But have you seen the PlayStation Playground? It's included with the PlayStation 4.
PlayStation Playground, is that kind of like PlayStation Network, the Avatar people running around or something?
No, and I thought the same thing when I started to click on the video. But what it is, and it's fucking badass. I didn't even heard of this. Okay. It's basically like Kinect, but it's more of an augmented reality. So, like, right now, obviously that blue stripe with games we play on is not right here physically in the room with me. So it'll project onto the TV. These little robots, I cannot do it justice. You have to watch the demo that they gave at Tokyo Game Show, because I wasn't sure. I was always on the fence, but now I'm absolutely positive. I'm gonna say I've already pre-ordered the 360, or Xbox One, the X-Bone. So.
Right. So I need to view this Playground thing.
You need to check out Playground PlayStation. Oh, I'm telling you, it was like something out of the future. I mean, the controller is going to be the central hub there. They have that little light on the front of it. Well, it's going to interact with the game or the iToy or whatever they call it, their camera, and I guess move. So unless everything was planned, everything looks so responsive. So not just like a tech demo. It looked like they put little details in this thing too. Like if you put your hands over your eyes, these little robots and shit were looking for you in a panic, and then you uncover your eyes, and they like jump up and down like they're excited, like kids basically, to see you. It's a tech. I mean, basically, it is a tech demo. They're including it for free, but just if they can give that shit away, what are they going to be able to do for stuff we have to pay for? You know, the stuff that they're actually going to put. It got me more excited for this generation because honestly, I wasn't really into it that much. I was excited, but not as much as I had been in the past.
I'm going to ask you something. With PlayStation Move, it was basically a fail. Okay, so evidently the PlayStation Playground is their new invention of PlayStation Move. Evidently, I'm guessing. Okay, this generation is more get off the couch, get involved, get interactive. Evidently, with the Xbox, the Kinect, and then you got the PlayStation Playground. I'm just assuming. I'm not up to date as you are.
Well, I actually recently got behind.
How often are we going to use it?
Oh no, I mean not at all.
Just like Hero. I mean, we did that for 4 months, and then we got burned out on it.
Yeah, I mean you're absolutely right. It's a gimmick, and once that gimmick is over, we're gonna be bored with it. It's just gonna be like the Wii was fucking 10 years ago. Whenever. You're right. You're absolutely right. But since they're giving it away, it's coming with the system, and the system's already $100 cheaper.
Why not? Why not?
They were charging for it.
But it's only useful. It's only good when you have a party, when you have a group of people, when you have a family reunion, when you're having a lot of people at the barbecue. That's when it's fun. When you're at home by yourself, or I guess you could have fun with
Oh yeah, I ain't running around. I ain't running. I'm past that.
Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, it's a gimmick, but it's free. Like you said, it's free. It's not, and plus it's $100 cheaper than the Xbox.
It got my attention.
It's selling itself there.
Yeah, and Microsoft kind of really shot themselves in the foot at E3, or actually before that, when they announced it in May.
With the reveal, is disappointing.
Everyone was not liking anything that they did, so I'm still gonna get one, of course. I've got too much invested in it, and I love my Xbox 360, but I'm gonna give the PlayStation a chance. Right around here is where I'll put in around season 2 where we said "fuck you, Sony." I'm flipping off the camera.
Yeah,
I'll put that in because I'm gonna have to eat my words on that one. Last year or last season, generation, whatever they did, they fucked up, and this year seems like Microsoft. So.
Yeah, it's technology. It's firmware. They can switch it just like that. They got people working around the clock to make the adjustments they need to make because it's price point. It's a selling point. It's what is going to sell the PlayStation 4. What is going to sell the Xbox One? And they can change anything at the drop of a dime. And then, of course, when the consoles come out, you're not going to be able to play a game for the first 2 hours because you're going to have to download this application, you're going to have to download this firmware, you're going to have to download this, you're going to have to do this. Then you're finally going to be able to enjoy your Xbox One or your PlayStation 4. There's going to be so many changes, to begin with. Start.
Oh, I got so excited when I got the Xbox 360 home, and you know what I ended up playing for the next 2 weeks before something good came out? Geometry Wars. That was the big game on the 360 when it got launched.
Okay.
That's something that could be done. I mean, technically it could be done on Atari, not with much flash and everything, but
of course.
Hey, it's all in the gameplay, man. Speaking of which, Grand Theft Auto 3, god damn it, Grand Theft Auto 5 came out.
What was Grand Theft Auto 3, by the way, while we're talking about that?
That was the one that was released in 2001. It had Liberty City. It had the silent protagonist. It's basically the first one that took it into 3D. It was the one, and I've been seeing a lot of people. I've been seeing a lot of people comparing like the leap as far as like technical and how good the game is from Grand Theft Auto 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, and it's the same engine running 4. 4 was all right, you know, but this has everything you can want in it. I mean, it's got all the basics. Got all the basics.
I got some spare money in my hands.
You're gonna need it's worth it. I've been kind of waiting since Steam has spoiled me a little bit. I'm kind of waiting, paying full price for shit. I wasn't waiting. I wanted to play it right then.
They pushed it back. It was February. It was March. It was this. It was that. Oh, it's not going to come out till the new consoles come out. Then I was in Walmart walking around the other day and it said out now, and I was like, that's how slow I am. My off season has been that slow. I have not kept up with anything.
Dude,
nothing.
Don't worry about it. You're out there living your life. I spent fucking, days just worrying over how I was going to organize or where I was going to hang my Back to the Future posters. I'm 35 years old. I got a fucking console. Yeah.
We got to talk about that too.
Yeah. So I got all these consoles and all these cords. Yeah, I'll say it here in a second.
Okay.
I was getting depressed just going through all this shit because I'm like, you know what? When I started this hobby, it was a little more acceptable, but now I feel like I'm like, one divorce away from being fat in a basement somewhere, dark, pouring Hershey syrup all over me, just licking it off. Because I think the only thing that's changing the fact is I'm married. I can maintain a relationship, but anyway, yeah. So because of that relationship, we bought a house.
There you go.
And I'm glad the move's over. For sure.
Because I know you were going through ripping carpet up, the baseboards was rotten, and the roof needed fixed, and you now you're in there.
It got expensive, yeah. Yeah.
It
sure did. But no, this room's done. I'm glad it is. This was the only room that needed it. Instead of doing the TEK arcades, like I said, I was a lot busier than what I thought I would be when I was sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, you'll get those TEK arcades like 2, 3, 4 times a week."
Yeah.
But life happens. So the day one move wasn't the move because we still had shit in that house for another couple of weeks, and we discover shit that we didn't see the first time that had to be taken care of. So it's worth it, even though I work like an hour away. So that part sucks, but everything else I love. So okay.
Congratulations on the house, man.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, yes, sir.
It's we're gonna have to shoot like the game room footage, at some point.
Yeah.
At some point. We'll put it on the back burner. Maybe that's something if we can't get a tour or something going, something we can try to work on this season. I don't know if you thought about it. I don't know where we're at on time, but do you have you given any thought to maybe what you want to try for TEK this season? I mean, we've already got the website. What else? I got the mobile website, which I think looks better. That's going to be the one that's used all the time.
What can we do this season on TEK Raw that we didn't do? Towards the end of season two, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I don't want to say the Horde 3.
God damn it!
We started to travel a lot more.
Yeah.
You took over the job of doing all the visuals, which the end of TEK 2, season 2, I should say, started to. I mean, over time we get better.
Yeah.
We can only get better.
It's gonna be hit and miss too.
What can we do this time? I don't know. Do more tours? Can we do more tours like traveling on the road? Something that I can actually sit down, play, enjoy, storyline. It was actually I was playing darn it, The Walking Dead for a while. I was playing that and I was.
I'm sorry. It's not the Survival Instinct. You're talking about the popular one, the one that got Game of the Year. Telltale.
Telltale Games.
Yeah.
I was playing. I need something that I can sit down and enjoy and play as an adult and play it and have my girlfriend come in and be interested in Grand Theft Auto. That could be it for me. I wanted to kind of wait till next gen consoles. Will the Xbox One be backwards compatible? Because if I spend $68, $65 on Grand Theft Auto, will I be able to play it on my Xbox One?
That's a good question.
I don't want to have to go buy the game twice.
I don't know how they're. God, I'm so out of touch too. I don't know how they're handling it. Like they're handling like the backwards compatibility on the older Xbox. For the older Xbox games on this one, it was hit and miss. That you had to download a patch to be able to play each game.
Right.
So that game's pretty popular. I can see them doing something, and I believe I didn't even know it was coming out on next gen. I thought they just did. I mean, it makes sense that they would do that. They made over $1 billion in 3 days.
It was long awaited since. What was the last one that came on consoles? The last one.
4. The last Grand Theft Auto. That was what? 2007.
Okay, and that was that
was back to Liberty City. You were Nico.
Was it Liberty City?
Yeah, they started again since it was a new generation, technically in 2007 for them. They started with basically like they started Grand Theft Auto 3, which was Liberty City. So they just rebooted the whole city. I mean, you can't. Nothing's the same, obviously. Shit, you're talking night and day graphics, but they did on this one. It's California basically, and dude, it looks great.
Is it kind of like the San Andreas?
I would say it's a lot like San Andreas.
Branching off of the San Andreas, or is it just something different?
You'll see little nods to older games. Like I'm already seeing stuff from the 4th game, Grand Theft Auto 4, that's in there. I mean, they don't. Sometimes they'll give an all-out nod to it, and other times it'll be real subtle. Like you'll just see an emblem that, like, there's a biker gang that you worked with in 4 that was downloadable content, and in this one, not to ruin anything, but you run into that gang, as another character, obviously. So, just seeing that stuff, it's so familiar, and you just get lost. There's so much. It's like one of those games, like those RPGs, where you're just like, okay, I'm gonna just do this one thing, and that's it. I'm gonna go to bed. The next thing you know, it's 8 o'clock in the morning.
The Saints Row. Have they now? Honestly, tell me this: have they taken anything from Saints Row and kind of squished it into Grand Theft Auto? Anything?
So far, what I can tell is they went kind of back. Grand Theft Auto 4 is a little more serious. So far, this one's a little more. It's funnier. I like the characters better. There's 3 characters. I didn't know how much you already knew about it. There's 3 characters you can switch at any time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and it's great. It's all. I didn't think I'd like it as much as I do. Right now, I just got to the final 3rd character. Just you spend some time with the 1st character, 2nd character before you move on. I like it. I mean, it's the story. I like the characters. I actually care about the missions. The missions aren't all boring fetch quests and kill this guy. I mean, some of them are, but they did a lot better job of hiding it and not realize you're doing a fetch quest.
Gotcha.
So yeah, $60 worth every penny. I'd paid $100 for that thing if I'd already known how good it was going to be. The Rockstar seems to go above and beyond anything. It's you think that they've taken it here. Next time we're going to bring the shit up here.
Well, they found their they found their piece, their masterpiece, and they are master.
Oh yeah, it's definitely doing well for them too. They've crafted it. They got that down to a science.
So it's kind of like Volition in Volition doing Saints Row. They found for if you don't want the seriousness from Grand Theft Auto, here you have Saints Row, a little goofier, hitting people over the head with dildos, stuff like that. You want to get nuts? You got the funny. You got the funny part. So I guess they'll be around for a very long time, being the competitors in those types of games.
Yeah, I mean they are competitors in a way because I didn't buy Saints Row because I had to save up for Grand Theft Auto. I knew which one I think I wanted to play more because I know why Saints Row 4 was made, You know, it was.
Yeah.
I think THQ was in trouble, so they basically what was it
Exactly.
what Dominatrix, is that what it was called? Yeah, they made that into a full-fledged game.
Well, that's what it was called when I was actually testing
Right.
for it. I don't know if they switched up and called it Saints Row 4.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is, like, it started out as DLC for 3.
Exactly.
Yeah, and then, you know, THQ took a dump, and they're like, get this fucking game out as soon as you can. So they just took, based on that one idea for DLC, they stretched it out. But everyone that I read anyway said it was good. I mean, it's just as good as the third one. They've taken it farther. Just, you don't even need cars now. You can run real fast and fly around. I mean, I'm a picture.
Around,
Yeah. It seems like a good time. And it's made here in Champaign, or there in Champaign. So, anyway, dude, let's go ahead and cut it for today.
Okay.
We do a little catch up, folks, and stay tuned next week. Same time, hopefully.
Same time.
Episode 20.
Episode 20.
Episode 20. So
we're doing good.
I think fuck you. We got this shit by the nuts.
Yeah.
All right. Take it easy, guys.
All right.